Hello! Today I'm going to present a video on quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing. I hope you enjoy it. This is some clay that I made. I got some earth from my yard, from my garden, mixed it with water, poured out the clay suspended in the water, and filtered it. But today this is not a lump of clay. This is representing a source for one of your essays that you're going to write. Perhaps it's an article from a magazine or newspaper. Perhaps it's a research paper that you've read. Now, I imagine that you would like to use part of this source in your paper. Now you could keep the source part exactly like the original. All you have to do is add a couple of quotation marks at the beginning. Whoops. Sticky. And a couple of quotation marks at the end. And there you have a quote. Same words, same grammar, same everything as the original. Don't forget, you also need a citation. A citation, in parentheses, will have the name of the author, the year, and the page number where you found it. Now, why do we need a citation? Well, this is not your idea. You got this idea from the source. So be honest. Say where you got the idea. Without it, you are committing plagiarism. Honesty is really important in academic writing. Okay, quote, done. However, you can't just pull out quotes and put quotes in your paper. You can't have so many that the instructor thinks that you don't have any of your own ability to write. You can't just have a series of quotes. So what you can do is paraphrase. How do you paraphrase? Well, no quotation marks, you're not making a quote, right? So you've got this, you pull this out of the source, and you have to keep the same meaning as the source, but you're going to change the grammar and vocabulary. Wow, sounds tough. Actually, paraphrasing is a very difficult skill. I think one of the most difficult skills for international students and also for native speakers. So I'm taking it from here, I'm keeping the same meaning, but I'm changing the grammar and vocabulary. How can I do that? Well, I've got two techniques for you. One is called tell a friend. Here's a bird I made with some clay. I'm going to look at this bird. It represents the chunk that I took out of my source. I'm going to look at it carefully. I'm going to understand all its angles and curves before I try to make it again. Here's the original. I'm going to look at it, feel it, examine it. Then I'm going to put it away and not look at it. Then I'm going to try to recreate it with my own words, my own grammar, and see if I can create a similar one with the same meaning. It's the same clay, but different words and grammar. My own words. Okay, let's see how I did. Pretty good. I guess I have to touch it up a little bit. I have to smooth out the grammar a bit, maybe change a few words slightly, but not bad, not bad. So that's one way you can do it. You take the original, look at it carefully, read it carefully, understand everything, use a dictionary, read the paragraph before, read the paragraph after. Ask questions, ask me questions, make sure you understand it completely, and then put it away, try to recreate it, then look back at the original and see what the differences are. Did you maintain the same meaning? Do you have different grammar and vocabulary? Okay, here's the second technique for paraphrasing. I want to use this out of the source, and I don't want to quote. So I need the same meaning but different words and vocabulary. How can I do that? Well, one way I can do that is to break it up. Maybe this sentence has an if clause at the beginning. For example, if it rains, I will go inside. Hey, first thing I could do is switch it around. I will go inside if it rains. That's a basic but a big grammar thing to switch. You could do that with any kind of time clause or conditional clause. Perhaps the sentence is a very long sentence with an and in the middle or a but in the middle. Fine. Switch it into two different sentences. That's fine. Maybe there's two things that are joined together, or three, a series of things. Maybe the part of the sentence says, blue, green, and aqua are my favorite colors. Blue, green, aqua. Blue, green, aqua. Switch the order around. Switch it out, switch things around, take out one of these things, add something with, add a word that has the same meaning but a different word, a synonym. Then when you put it all together, you've got a paraphrase. You still have to look at it again, make sure that you maintain the same meaning, but now you should have different grammar and different vocabulary. What did we forget? This is a paraphrase, it's a good paraphrase. We forgot the citation. Add the citation. What are the three things in the citation? Who wrote the source? When did they write it? What page is it on? Add the citation. Add the citation to quotes. Add the citation to paraphrases. That's the basic of paraphrasing, and you're going to practice some in class and or in homework. Now I'd also like to talk about summarizing a little bit. Here's that source you have. It's a good source. You like this source. Maybe you want to use the whole thing in your paper. Well, you can't paraphrase every single sentence. You'll go crazy. Maybe you want to use half of it. It's too much. If you put that much in your paper, you've just used one source. Half of your paper is one source? No. So what you do is, if I want to summarize, let's say I'm going to summarize this whole source. How am I going to do that? Well, first thing I'm going to do is only take out the most important ideas. The main ideas. Again, the ideas that carry the meaning. I don't want to look at the details. Some of them are very unnecessary. The same thing with examples. Occasionally useful, but often not needed for a summary. Little things, often numbers, figures, those are often not needed. Only the main ideas. I'm going to take these main ideas and I'm going to put them together with my own vocabulary, my own grammar. And I'm going to create something that is brief. It's small. It's brief. It's much smaller than the original. And it's clear because it only captures the main ideas. And that I can insert beautifully into a paper. Hey, what did I miss? Citation. Don't forget the citation. And the citation includes name of the author, year it was written or year it was published, page that you found it. That is a quick conceptual demonstration of quoting, quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing. I hope this helps you understand. There will be more to read and specific examples before you do your own homework. Thank you. Bye.